Congratulations Saturday. I'm your host, Bruce Newt, and always is my co-host, the Master J. Master J, how are you doing on this fine evening?
Swag, swag. My mom's B-Day.
Yeah! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Mama J. So, obviously, since we're Eagles fans, we're going to do the Eagles-Falcons. May not be the best matchup this week on paper, but we like this matchup, so we're going to play it. Yeah, this should be a good one.
Exactly what he said.
I don't know what the turnout's going to be, but we're going to play it anyway. I have no idea. It depends. Nick Foles shows up, we can have a good game. If Foles doesn't show up, tears. That's basically it.
I actually couldn't have said it better myself. You are absolutely right. Both teams' defense, well, one team's defense is good. Eagles' defense is better than the Falcons, but the Falcons has the better offense than the Eagles. I think you might be in control for some reason. Oh. I don't know why.
Odd. This game's at 4, right?
Yeah, I think 4. I think so. Yeah, 4:25.
4:25. All right, cool.
That's about right.
Excel clock off. I don't know why the settings are all weird now.
It's kind of
even
weird.
teams off. Okay, good. You gotta make sure everything's good now.
But as I was saying, the only thing is, though they have a good offense, Julio Jones isn't as good as he is in the red zone. And the only thing the Eagles need to not do is throw the ball so many times that Nick Foles actually has no idea what he's doing.
Our defense has got to show up. Our offense has just got to be what it was 3 weeks ago, and we'll be fine. I mean,
yeah.
Nick Foles, obviously, he's shown potential. Giants game, he looked really good. I mean, I was working, but he threw 4 touchdowns, so he must have done something right. And he played against the Rams defense, which isn't bad. So I'm figuring the Falcons defense should be even more friendly. So
the only thing is he has a hesitation. So with that in mind, he can see like Ertz running down the sideline wide open, but he's hesitant about that, so he won't.
Yeah, he's not Carson Wentz,
which is obvious.
Our playbook isn't Carson Wentz either, though. I hope people understand that.
He's really ginger in that photo.
Oh my God! They really highlighted his gingerness right there. Carson Wentz is the ginger that has a soul, everybody. We've found the ginger that has a soul.
Yeah, that is a first.
I mean, isn't that amazing?
It's pretty damn amazing.
Oh, speaking of Carson Wentz, I gotta sit him because the game doesn't know about anything.
Yeah. So if we give the ball off to like Ajayi and Clement, I think we should be fine. If we run the ball more than we pass it, I think we'll be safe.
All right, first to start out with, every game I play with the Eagles, I always forget I have Ajayi and I use LeGarrette Blount, and I hate LeGarrette Blount in video games. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna switch my halfback, switch my quarterback right now. Bye.
Nate Sudfeld?
You wish. Although he had potential. He has potential. J.J.
I would even put Clement in the 3rd spot than Smallwood.
Ooh. Now we're pushing it. Maybe.
That's kind of...
You know what? Let's give it to the sexiness. The smallest of woods. Let's do it. And Darren Sproles is dead.
Actually,
he looks good though.
He
saw a video of him running.
Yeah, he came back from injury. So
is he? I don't think
he's 3 months off surgery, and he was running.
That's great.
Yeah. So.
Right. So
he's obviously coming back.
Fumbles
are
real. I'm so ready for him. Let's get this going.
Take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard
red and black
line.
all over. All right. The other thing too is Matt Ryan isn't really good against the rush. So, a couple of things to take in mind. All right.
On first down, Ryan.
That could have been a pick right off the bat.
Well, it's funny because me and my coworker were talking about, and we're making fun of this situation, but we pretty much was like, yeah, Matt Ryan could throw a pick six in the first opening drive. Julio Jones could tear his ACL coming out the tunnel.
Foles can tear his ACL coming out of the tunnel.
Anything is possible. Any given Sunday, right?
Positive thinking there, T. Also sadist, but it's all good.
I am not a sadist. Pouring wax on somebody's body. Oh! Is not my forte.
The third down cheese.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously
looks like the ref's ready to play.
It certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get
oh my goodness! What?
Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
There.
That was sexiness right there.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening.
He just came out of nowhere with that
too
play.
many ones in this play.
That was amazing.
First drive.
I did not see that coming. Even I didn't see that coming, which is weird because I usually see things coming.
Usually do something.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi.
I see my running game's on point. All right,
as always.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really,
I mean, they did say if you run strip middle, you can't really do anything about the
those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
You'll give a pass to anyone.
On the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Foles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. First and goal from the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Foles. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz taking
Gotta give it to Ertz, my boy.
And the Eagles have
Ertz, my boy.
Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was
That was
expecting run so much for
extremely
that.
well
They
executed.
pass it, they score.
Almost like Bill Belichick play.
Belichick does love his tight ends. And Tom Brady.
There's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to.
All right.
And he gratefully
Try
accepted
not to
the
mess this up now,
opportunity
Ryan.
And did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Got you,
And
boy.
the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's
Saving
taken down
yardage,
back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Somebody could have looked behind them.
Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
What I learned in
but you have to be
basketball
careful
is
about being
you always have to
too
know where the
cautious
ball is
because
and where your
now you
man
can't
is
run
at the
any
same time.
offense at all.
Still want to
It
Pretty
does
awesome.
work.
how they attack him.
It helps. Oh, what?
What did you just do, Bruce?
A great read, and it's picked
I
up.
was,
And his guys are going to get the football at the
up.
23-yard line.
Can't say anything else to
I really messed up there. I was trying to hurry up the snap.
It's all right. Nick Foles screwed up somehow.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood from 8 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh, they all want to
Take
come
it
from me.
back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
There we go.
What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A gain of 3, second down.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't it?
He really is. I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
12 yards on the pickup, and that leads to an Atlanta first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
That was a tough one.
That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel from 19 yards away. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Typical Doug Peterson emotions.
You might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25
All
at the
my blockers.
24-yard line.
Yep.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Foles sliding out of the pocket. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
A On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Of course. Jeez, this game kills me.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
Shit, yeah. I realized after I picked it, I was like, fuck.
The guy who just committed the foul.
That was
you want
my
to see
one
if he's
and
going to
only
keep his
right
head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Should have declined it.
94 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as that is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new as he's down at the 15-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to...
Now Jones is
what?
The football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Whoa there.
Well, he made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Smith catches left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. From a shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Dreaded face mask penalty. That's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
This is Ajayi. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. It's
my running backs everywhere. How the hell is happening?
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
He's got Smith here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
What?
It's free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was so close.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away.
Gotta give it to my main man.
That's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd
Like
down.
Jarvis Landry right now.
Now Foles. Ertz over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
What are you doing?
So in the second quarter, he's
trying to be
over 100 yards
Travis
receiving
Kelce.
now.
Travis
Isn't
Kelce.
100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver?
I like
So you got
your
a chance to
humbleness.
really
Stay
shatter
that way,
that
please.
and have a profound effect on this
I don't
game.
need no Travis Kelce on my team.
Here's
Here's an
Foles.
asshole.
He is.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And down inside the 15 he goes. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To be caught at about the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Yeah.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And it's incomplete.
Slap it.
Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw is Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Next was wide open. Fuck me.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Foles. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Torrey Smith, watch and go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith, 67 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs.
Glad none of this will actually happen.
Remember, guys, this is just a simulation. None of this will actually happen.
No, there's an actual computer simulation. We lost 28-7.
Oh, yeah. That's all right.
Garbage.
So out come the
I don't think that's going to
Falcons
happen
now.
either.
And what do you
Hopefully.
think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in
Well, that
your
was
own
done by a
territory with
computer.
just a little
We're
time.
actually
Do you
playing
try
it.
something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. but you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have
my
put yourself
God,
in a
just
spot
dance with
where
the
you
ball.
may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance and all that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Foles. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz as the first half is winding down, and the Eagles continue to roll. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort.
Eagles keep dreaming here.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. It'll bring us back to just about the 25.
They really want that
the 24-yard line.
next round.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They come up in an offset eye. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Nobody thought, oh, let's go for the quarterback.
Time here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we send you down to Orlando, we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime
It's so good.
report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Eagles are really just doing what they want out there on offense. The Falcons defense hasn't been able to get stops, and that inability to get off the field is costing them time and time again. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights.
That was the nicest pick ever.
That was a nice pick. I didn't even see that coming. I'm going to be honest with you.
Offense out now following the interception. Foles is going to complete the pass from the gun. And that's a house call. They strike first in the half. Midway through the first quarter, the pass ends up being picked off. Mills is in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball.
Whoa.
Now following the interception, Smallwood's got the catch here on the quick pass, and this play will go for 6. That puts them on top by 14. Falcons have it at the 19. The quick pass and completion is made, and after the short pass, he'll score. Falcons down by a touchdown. Late in the first quarter, the quick pass, it's complete, and it leads to a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14.
Should have declined it.
No. Don't have to remind me. Jeez.
Then again,
Now first and 10,
Once I
Freeman's
have,
going
it's
to
like,
cruise off the
okay.
right side, and he'll go in for the score, cutting the deficit to 10. Falcons lined up at the 15. Under pressure here, and the pass is picked off. Mills isn't happy to come away with the pick and end the drive. After the INT, offense comes out now. It's Torrey Smith found here on the quick pass. And he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. The lead now at 24. Now to late in the first half, the pass ends up being picked off. Eagles defense gets off the field with the turnover.
So many highlights in this game already that they had to revert the song.
The lead continues to mount. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios.
Wow.
Man, catch a breath. you have enough air there?
I don't think
Phil
he did.
Simms?
So both teams have their marching
What's
orders, and
Phil
we'll
Simms
get going
doing these
again here
days, I
in quarter
wonder?
number 3.
The hell's
They'll be
Gibson?
taking
Todd
it in the end
Gibson,
zone.
greatest of all time. He's the one guy who finally got a touchdown on special teams.
To the 22-yard line.
I'd never do that.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments.
Come out hot.
Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's go.
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered.
Ooh!
Tight end Ertz, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked us all the way back
We
down
all
the
forgive him.
15-yard line.
Season's over.
Passing
Everybody
game
go
has
home.
been spectacular
I
this
failed.
afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, I felt bad for T.
Devontae Freeman.
This one was that
It's like nothing ever happened. I just gave him points. I got the ball back anyway, everybody.
Advantage as they cash in for 6. He's doing
At
his
least
part,
once
but
a game.
still facing a sizable
Okay.
deficit.
At least once a game, Joe has a little bit of guilt.
But he needs help from the other
Like,
two
I feel bad
thirds,
for
right? He
T
needs his
when he
defense to
gives
bow up a
Look
little.
at
I literally just
And he also
took off
needs
20
special
seconds to
teams
get
maybe
T 7
create some
points.
big plays and help them get back in it.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant
up.
now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll
What the
look to throw.
What?
He was
Nick
trying to
Foles
get it
is
to
killing me,
Zach
baby.
Ertz that time. And that'll bring up second down. A little lull in the
Anyways,
action
into
here
next
to go over an
season.
off-season storyline. It's kind of interesting. LA a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to LA. What does that
Oh my
mean for
God.
the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less
to become
culture
the Rams. Less culture shock. Less elite.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this
That's
one
easy.
back to the 29. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made
Game's
their
like,
own
wait,
break,
Jay's winning and
taking the
it's
ball
huge. We can't
away.
have
Now
it
they
happen.
just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
Did he just...
come on, capitalize on this
What?
one.
And
This game
able to break
hurts,
one
man, I'm
tackle,
telling
but
you.
then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The game
You know what
does.
really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, Ryan.
Yeah, that's me. Now all of a sudden I can't get a pick. Okay.
Another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out here in the eye. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. No gain.
They've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now Ryan on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone for a Falcons touchdown.
Jenkins like tackled him
Julio
late.
Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
To throw forward is Ryan. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down.
It's fine.
So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
All right. Now that I know I can never throw a bad pass, ever, as usual.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. They're trailing on the scoreboard. Now, they had to watch that last drive, then they come out here. Defensively, when you played, did you like being out there defensively to start the second half or wait to drive?
I wanted to be out there right away. Come out of the locker room, get right back into the flow of the game, because sometimes when you sat around, you liked it when your offense gave you a long drive, but it made it a little bit tougher to get out on the field.
Well, it's the second drive here. We'll see how they respond. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They run with Ajayi. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Here's Foles. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here on first down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Here's Ajayi. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Foles. Over the middle to Smith.
You tried, but you failed.
3rd and 1, that's all
You
they
tried.
needed to keep the drive going.
It's all
And
good, though.
quickly, they get to the line. They go play action here on first down.
And the defender just fell down.
What are you doing? Heche, he didn't even
Crisis
grab his
averted.
hands in the air.
Almost picked. Instead, second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you.
Yeah, let me
in
just
the
stand
huddle,
there and
on
not
the bench,
try to catch
all
the
the
ball.
defensive guys have been talking about is we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And this is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trey Burton from 19 yards away. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Eagles defense. They work their way back onto the field. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the offense lining up first and 10. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vinny Curry in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they... And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Nobody attempts it.
Complete.
Just let him catch it.
29 yards that time.
Easily had 2 cornerbacks that could have caught that.
Down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Second down following the run.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Now Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. On third down, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Foles. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Foles. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Foles, and he connects with Ertz. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the stop will come inside the 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
I'm putting the casket in, I
victory
guess.
formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Julio Jones is great, but he's overpowered in this game. Jesus.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan being chased out left. Ryan hit.
Wow.
It's the risk and reward of running the quarterback.
Yes, it is. It's very slow, too.
You can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing
nice.
On 1st down.
Torrey
Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play.
Holy shit.
What?
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
Oh, my God.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did
that was
exactly
meant to happen.
Yeah, going deep in the
We did it.
playbook and a great
Good job, guys.
You go into the conference championships.
Underneath to Ajayi. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Torrey Smith from 4 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's at least
on like the 5th tune at
yeah,
this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
We put our attention now on the Eagles defense. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Ryan.
I'm gonna say. I have like 6 people on it.
He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find.
And now here's another interception.
Wow.
Caught by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he's thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it?
Whatever
Hard to
play,
believe
play,
we're
pick.
watching this and
Yay.
have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it takes
I love
away.
it.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning,
Thanks.
Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Foles. Drops it off to Ajayi. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass can go with the football.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You gotta give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here's Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. A nice gain at 21 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. What a spin. And able to break 1 tackle. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, Ryan. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They come up in an offset eye. Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Another pistol look here. Now Foles.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And he's brought down.
Dude, that ball
they call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 1st down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now the offense operates in the red zone. He's been busy today. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that is
what?
Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty
that
much
was
an
crazy.
exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting. They scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. That one looks like he'll throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in. Foles.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. A big offensive explosion helped lead them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Well, that was sure fun.
I loved and hated this game at the same time.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hard-working crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long.
All right, well, this won't happen. The Eagles, I say the Falcons are going to win 28-17.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 24-10 Falcons.
All right, deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that's all I gotta say. I think this game. Hopefully the Eagles get it together. They haven't been looking that great the last few weeks, but I think they'll be all right.
I hope they can prove me wrong with that prediction.
I think this will be a better game than we expect, but it won't be. It may not be a win, but it's all right.
I hope they score more than 10 points, but the way that Nick Foles is. Matt Ryan is, they're going to get 10 points. That's it. But all I can say is at least they made it this far. They obviously aren't going to the Super Bowl without wins, so there's that to look forward to next year. Are we doing another one tomorrow, Jay?
It's up to you. I mean, we could do the next best matchup would be the Vikings Saints, unless Peeps want us to do AFC, which is really just a bunch of mismatches and
which is I think Titans and Patriots and Jags and
yeah, just not good enough for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Vikings Saints the best matchup in my opinion
that would be
overall this
that
week.
would be the second best matchup. Yeah.
No, it's definitely the best. I think this game could be potentially a great matchup, but on paper, I think the Vikings Saints are the best matchup.
Mm-hmm. So
we'll see what goes on. All right.
Well, yep. With everything that in mind, be sure to join us next week when we do whoever will be in either the NFC Conference Championship or the AFC Conference Championship, and find our other videos like this over on YouTube. Also, be sure to check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Share our other videos too with your friends. Tell your friends about us. Be sure to leave us the likes and comments. And when you're done with that, please subscribe. And when you subscribe, spank the bell button so you get notified every time that we upload a brand new video. For everyone here at the Noobs, I'm Bruce the Noob, here with Master J. Master J, say bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah. As always, we will see you guys in the next video. Later.
Later.